Aunt Lydia's awful behavior makes The Handmaid's Tale even darker. Since episode 1, Lydia Clements, a religious school teacher turned theocrat, has been crucial. However, the show hasn't revealed much about Lydia's past. Lydia's pre-Gilead experiences were revealed in Season 3's Unfit episode. Aunt Lydia, the series' most horrifying and intriguing character, is easy to overlook. After a long time, Aunt Lydia seemed to be recognizing that Gilead may not be humanity's savior. Although she's far from a rebel, her transformation from the cruel instructor to a softer, more empathic version of herself is fascinating to see, and it will be even more intriguing to watch her develop in the 6th and final season of The Handmaid's Tale. Unloved Aunt Ruth in The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale has made it plain that Aunt Lydia is loathed by the handmaids, commanders, and their spouses, but it was surprising to see how unpopular she was among the other aunts. Aunt Lydia is high-ranking legally, but her workplace in Gilead society appeared to despise her. We'll see if that matters later in the series. Lydia practiced family court before Gilead. Lydia Clements was a family lawyer before Gilead ruled America. In Unfit, she practiced family law before becoming a 4th-grade teacher. She said her work was challenging because she couldn't help as many children as she wanted to, which may have made separating children from their parents and placing them in foster care harder. Her marriage failed. Aunt Lydia married before Gilead, but she regrets it. She thinks she married wrong. Given Aunt Lydia's insecurity and penchant for torturing and scapegoating, it's easy to understand what transpired between them and who was poisonous. Lydia tells Noel about her broken marriage. However, Lydia's status in Gilead suggests that it wasn't a simple but sinful divorce. Glaring at handmaids, Aunt Lydia briefly told June in Season 2 that she was the godmother of her sister's son, who died in infancy. This enhances her character. This unspeakable tragedy may have shaped her religious zealotry and her fixation with having children at any cost. That doesn't excuse her behavior, but it may explain why she's one of the few Gilead loyalists. Ironic her name. Aunt Lydia's cattle prod at June in The Handmaid's Tale. Lydia Clements was primarily a mystery early on. Her last name and backstory were unknown. However, she was likely given the surname Clements to mock her character. Clemency, mercy, tenderness, and lenience is the root word of Clements and similar names. Lydia's cruelty to the handmaids disqualifies her from her name. She's too good to die. Emily stabbed Aunt Lydia's back, but Margaret Atwood's desire meant she would defy death. And Dowd told ITV that the author begged the showrunners to save Lydia because she is too good a character. Aunt Lydia has always been a fascinating character, showing her compassion and love for the handmaids through her harshness and ruthlessness. Dowd's outstanding performance explains why the series kept her. Her book future is shocking. Margaret Atwood may have advised the show's creators that Aunt Lydia was too good to get rid of because she didn't want to disclose a huge twist in her follow-up book, The Testament. Because Lydia plays a major role in the book and has a fascinating character arc, Lydia is a member of Mayday and works against Gilead. Even though June thinks she's a sincere believer at the start of the novel, she's nearly betrayed Gilead Aunt Lydia and Commander Lawrence in The Handmaid's Tale. Aunt Lydia's betrayal to Mayday is still stunning, but it would have been even more so early in The Handmaid's Tale TV series. However, lately, it appears that she is unsatisfied with Gilead and actively fighting against individuals in authority. Lydia isn't as rebellious as June, but the show seems to be shaping her into the Testament's Lydia, driving her violence. Aunt Lydia visits June at Lawrence's after Emily stabs her in Season 2. She wants to check on June in her room, ironically what she was doing with Emily before being stabbed. When June offers to help, Lydia lashes out and tasers her. She gives a make-do explanation for chatting at loaves and fishes, but the actual reason may be because she fears being perceived as helpless, which could hurt her standing in the fragile Gilead social structure. She may lie about crimes and punishments. Ofglin recognizes a guardian being salvaged in a persecution as a Mayday rebel. He is being executed for raping a pregnant handmaid who lost her baby. Ofglin's link to this man isn't in the TV series, but the fact that this highly specific crime and penalty was incorporated into the show suggests Aunt Lydia may be lying about what these people are being punished for. She knows Gilead's children's parents, another world-building component that was elucidated in The Testaments, the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. But it gives an interesting glimpse into Lydia and the aunts. The aunts know the real parents of select commanders' and wives' children, given Gilead's low birth rate. The aunts secretly trace the children's biological ancestry to prevent future generations from marrying their genetic relations. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and give us a like.